Have you been trading for a while and you just seem like you're not getting any better? If so, in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you a simple trick that you can implement right now to immediately improve your trading results. So number one, we want the chart to be in a squeeze. Common sense, pretty simple. And we want these moving averages at the time that we enter to be stacked. You've got the blue, you've got the red, and you've got the pink. The blue is the 8 exponential, the red is the 21 exponential, and the pink is the 34. All right, so whenever you enter into this squeeze, number one, you want those moving averages stacked. So if you're bullish, the 8 needs to be above the 21, 21 needs to be above the 34. So we entered into this black squeeze right in this area. Now, I want you to notice this line down here. So this indicator has several signals, but one of the signals is a bullish and a bearish divergence. We're going to combine the two. This little trick is going to explode your TTM squeeze trading. So the way it works is, you guys know, a bullish divergence is when price is going down, but the indicator that you're using is going up. So as price was going down on the TTM Squeeze Pro, the histogram was going down. There was no divergence. But if you look at this Forecast Pro, when this blue line comes in the lower zone and comes out, I have a whole bunch of videos on this, and then it comes down and goes back up, that means it's diverging. So as price is going down, the blue is starting to go up. Now, what's beautiful is, if you have the Forecast Pro, it's actually going to print that line for you. And if you have the upper study set, it's going to print that line on the chart. So the trick is, you're going to enter the squeeze when you have stacked moving averages and you get that beautiful bullish divergence on the Forecast Pro. So in this case, you would have entered right there, and look what happened. Bam, rocket ship, squeeze fire. So let's see if we can find one to the downside. So as you can see, we were in a downtrend. Now, we went into this beautiful squeeze. Now, this was interesting because this divergence extended. This is kind of a rare, which shows you there's even a lot more power behind the move. It's kind of chopping around, but it started to go up. You see that right there? Price was going up. This barely made it, but it drew this line for me, because you can see that as price was going up, this indicator was starting to go down. We're starting to go down. And so that right there, it's in reverse. Now, the moving averages were stacked to the downside, the blue. So at the time of that divergence right there, the moving averages were stacked to the downside. So that would have been the opportunity, right? Stack moving averages to the downside, you're in a squeeze. Now this is a bearish divergence. As price goes up, indicator goes down. Now, what's tricky is, if you were just using the squeeze histogram, the momentum was going up. The momentum here was going down, so it leads the histogram itself. That's very powerful. And so right there, you can see here, went up, you could have entered, then it barely crossed, but you would have still been in the trade. The divergence extended, so you could have added to that trade and then rocket ship to the downside. So here's the deal, my friends. We're talking about an easy trick to simplify your effectiveness. So what you're going to do, number one, is you always want to make sure you have permission. Make sure you go watch some of the videos that I talk about, because that trumps everything. But assuming you have permission to trade the squeeze, you're going to be looking for, if it's permission to the downside, stack moving averages to the downside, beautiful squeeze, and then the divergence on the Forecast Pro. You get that, you light it up. If it's bullish, same concept. You got to have permission, but then you're going to look for the stack moving averages to the upside, pulling back into the squeeze, going into the bullish divergence on the Forecast Pro. You do that. That little trick will change the game, the way you trade the TTM squeeze. Does that make sense? So now I've shown you a simple trick that you can implement right now to immediately improve your trading results. Isn't that awesome? Hey, so let me ask you a question. If you implement that simple trick that I share with you in today's video lesson, making sure the stock is in a squeeze, stacked moving averages, but more importantly, utilizing that Forecast Pro and those divergence signals to give yourself an advantage as far as which direction that squeeze is going to fire, do you think you can be a better trader? If the answer to that question is yes, I did my job in this video. Now, this month, anybody who purchases my Options Elite Masterclass, I'm going to give them that Forecast Pro indicator completely for free. So that interests you, or the TTM squeeze indicator, make sure you check down below in the description for more information. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button on your way out. Hit that little bell to get notified when I shoot a brand new video. And if this video helped your trading in any way, make sure you watch this one right here.